All right, what is going on, everybody? We are back for our second matchup of the night. We just saw on stream Arrival taking down Distortion in the 3-0 sweep fashion, and we actually have another battle within that very same org here, as we have our viewer voted matchup, Faded versus Origin. You guys picked this one as well. It should be another good one, battle in the Prospect League between two playoff contenders. So I'm definitely excited for this one, and I am joined by the one, the only, the cooking Bagels. What's going on, Bagels?
Doing good. Excited to see some. We just saw some pre-jump Merely action in that
Ooh,
last series, but I'm ready to see some pre-jump Jaegers action,
ooh.
as he's been known to, in ranked or standard, he's just pre-jumping all over the place. So if his boy Merely's doing it, I wouldn't be surprised if the Origin boys get a little confident here in this series.
I have heard in the from the chat that Jaegers is known to pre-jump, so I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Jaegers out here doing a little bit of pre-jump action. But I'm definitely in this one for me. At least on the Origin end, I am the GM, so I do know quite a bit about them. I'm gonna be looking out for Pygo here. He is definitely the man to watch out for on the Origin end. Of the field, but also like you said, watch out for Jaeger. See if he pulls some pre jumps, and of course, can't forget Lightning God, who's been their third, propelling to 7-3 this season. So Origin's looking good, but Faded, they're still hanging on as well in that Western Conference at 5-5, and have a good shot here with a win to kind of bring this one back. And they've got actually a really interesting roster, Bengals, in the lobby right now.
Yeah, they got Parallax, Kairos, and Cliffs, your brother. He's in here.
He
And
is.
they're rounding out their record at a 5-5 right now. And Kanzorg's got a little something to prove this season, as the past two seasons they have not looked that good. And as far as Challenger through Titan is concerned, it's not looking that good for them either. So Kan's only hopes are going to be this Faded roster and the pretty stacked Diffusion roster in Novice League at the moment.
Yeah, Can did say he stacked up these rosters. He purposely traded and tried to stack these rosters for the novice and prospect league. So we'll have to see. And something to note, Bagels, about these rosters. All of them have played for my org before. Parallax was
Indeed.
on Origin. Kairos was Origin. Cliffs, I think he was on Origin too. Actually, they've all played for Origin before. We'll put it that way. So it's a battle. It's a battle of the Origin here, even though even though they swapped up teams. But Bagels, right before we get you guys joined up, I want to get your prediction here. What does the Almighty Crystal Ball service have for us today?
It's been a while since I feel like this is another easy one. I'm gonna go with Origin. I'll give Faded a game, but honestly, it's been such a long time since I've felt conflicted on stream with the prediction, because most of the ones I've been casting have been pretty favorable one way or the other.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see though. Chat is also agreeing with you, Bagels. They have 50,000 Nemesis points on Origin at the moment. Jaegers is leading the way, betting on himself here. 27,000. I don't know how legal that is. I don't know how legal this is, Bagels, but he is betting 27,000 Nemesis points on himself. So no pressure, I guess.
Yeah, but on the other side of the coin, though, I could see, mid-tier team and Faded here. They could potentially pull off an upset, as Origin has been shown to be able to bleed before, but if they're starting off dominant, there's a good save coming out from Pyga right there to keep it scoreless. I wouldn't be surprised if Faded could make this a little bit noteworthy of a matchup.
Yeah, definitely. They definitely could here. I'm definitely gonna be watching to see how Kairos and Cliffs play. They are really good friends IRL, and they play all the time together. So they definitely have the chemistry in this one, and we'll just see how they're gonna fit in with Parallax and this roster, and see if they can take down Origin, kind of assert themselves. Last time Faded took on Origin. Unfortunately, Origin pulled off the sweep, so Faded looking for a little bit of revenge as they hope to stay in that playoff race. As Pygo here, we're going to try to start things off for the Origin roster in game one. Lightning God going to get a touch right back to Jaegers. He's on the catch, but runs into Pygo. Lightning going to get back to it. Going to pop it up high. Jaegers, not much boost to work with. Just kind of faking out Kairos there. Going to pop it on the middle cliffs, trying to get to it. Can't make the touch. Jaegers towards the net, but Parallax going to be back just in time. A little bit of a dangerous ball there. Jaegers almost no pre-jumps there, Bagels, but almost made it happen with only 10 boosts, which could have been impressive.
Yeah, a little bit of a lackluster shot coming out from him, but at the same time he has zero boost. But let's see what Pygo can do. Is he breaking through the Faded side? And You know, for a solid minute there, Faded was looking real good. Origin was boxed into their own side with no boost, and Origin, they got one breakout opportunity, but they didn't do much with it, and now they're stuck back on defense again.
Faded looking to keep this pressure up with Parallax now. Trying to find this suffocating offense. This one heads back into the Origin zone. Dangerous ball there. Double commit comes out. Pygo and Jaegers. On this one, Jaegers gonna demo his former teammate and pop it in the middle for Pygo, who can't get to it, just a little bit wide. A great opportunity missed there for Origin. It's now Faded, looking to get something out of their zone. Gonna find that one. Parallax coming in for, but Jaegers cuts it off. Kairos gonna make a turn. Pygo, he's gonna win it though and send it back down to Cliffs, who jumps over the top of one. Jaegers with a shot opportunity towards the net, but gonna go a little bit high. Parallax trying to jump straight up to it, and a nice clear from him. Trying to stay with it. Can't find that touch though. As this one's sent down. They cut back across. Kairos with an opportunity, but Pygo send it back towards net. Cliffs racing back. Gonna find a touch, but it's up to Jaegers, who's gonna pop this one up by. Looking to stay with it. He finds another touch, but not gonna go. And still, remaining scoreless here. Not really many shots going on in this one, Bagels. Only three shots for Origin, 2 for Faded, but still a tied ball game.
Yeah, and it still seems like Faded have the majority of the pressure, but almost a standout play and a very interesting play coming out from Jaegers. But as we've shifted through halftime here, it definitely seems like Origin has been getting more of the pressure. And a few plays from Jaegers, he got the demo play, got that good pass to Pygo, but Pygo unfortunately couldn't seal the deal, and he almost got an interesting air dribble goal there. So at the moment, Origin looking to try and take this one despite the low shot totals.
As now Faded, they are coming back, getting there, trying to get their shot totals up. Cliffs just a little bit wide. He's trying to stay with it though. Looking to keep it up. He's just passing all over the field. Kairos looking for that shot there off the backboard. Parallax coming in with the shot and right over the top of Jaegers. A beautiful shot from Parallax.
Yeah, and all these Origin players, they're all clustered. Pygo, he kind of turning around, maybe trying to rotate back to net, thinking Jaegers or Lightning God was going to go, and then one series of howitzers off the back wall after another, and eventually Parallax was able to bang that one home.
And really there, it definitely seemed like only a matter of time with all that pressure that Faded had. And they're finally able to capitalize and take the lead here in game number 1. This ball up in the middle. Pygo trying to slot it in, but he can't quite. As that one rings off the crossbar. Now Cliffs over the top of one. Parallax thought about it for a second. Thought better. As this one dropping down. Kairo's awkward position. This one still dangerous in the midfield. Jaegers gonna get it by one. Opportunity for him here on the dribble. What can he do with it? Not much. He's denied away. Pygo now right into Parallax off the sidewall. As Lightning God trying to get it by one, he does. But Kairos is there. Gonna take this one up. Not much boost to work with though. And now Bagels. So we're getting in the final 40 seconds, and Origin still not really able to make anything happen. As Faded's coming in with the shot, and Cliffs is just gonna muscle his way through.
Yeah, and Pygo, he got beat out by Parallax. Jaegers, I think he had to dodge a bump attempt, which put himself a little awkward on that sidewall, and he got the initial save, but Cliff's able to power through and secure another one from them, and Faded likely going to take this game number 1 here and start out this momentum right for this Faded roster.
Yeah, they are looking pretty solid here. A lot of the pressure. Origin just not really getting anything going, and now they're pretty much down to their last couple opportunities here with only 20 seconds remaining, needing 2 goals. Cliffs missed touch out to Lightning God. Could be a bump attempt, but Kairos is going to make the save as it's dropped down by Lightning. Jaegers trying to dive in. Final 10 seconds now. This one hit away from Parallax. Pygo towards the backboard, but Kairos going to clear it away, and that'll just about do it there as Origin looking for one more. Oh my goodness, Lightning God almost sent that one in. And that might just be the story of this game here, Bagels. Origin just not able to hit that accuracy. I think there had to be 3 or 4 shots off the crossbar in that one.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been a hell of a play to finish off the game, whether it would have tied it up or not, but seeing as how they were down 2 goals. But that was kind of a series of unfortunate circumstances on offense for Origin. They had one play they needed to convert on, which was that Jaeger's demo and the slight pinch pass to the middle, and Pygo just whiffed it, unfortunately. And every opportunity after that was either a good save coming out from Faded or a missed shot. I mean, Pygo had to try and squeeze that one by just a minute before, and he wasn't able to put that win either. It bounced off the bottom post, off the crossbar, and out, and Origin, they just need to be a little bit tighter on defense, and I think that offense, that accuracy will come.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with you. I mean, looking at that one, they had 7 shots on the board from Origin and unable to put one in the back of the net. So you'd have to think that they'd be able to get one or a couple here, but I don't know. Faded, they definitely were able to control the pace at times. Actually, for most of the game, I would say they were able to control the pace. So game two here, Bagels. I'll have to see if Origin can break out and get some offense, or if Faded's going to be able to keep up their high pressure.
And again, a good kickoff from Faded to start off, but Kairos not able to touch it, but Parallax able to keep it in, and Faded will keep the train rolling.
Yeah, there it is. Just the pressure. A miss from Pygo. Don't really expect that. Then Kairos kind of goes right by it, and Parallax is not going to miss those as he just throws it in the bottom left. A great shot from him, and Faded. They're right back to it here, and not even 9 seconds in. Origin got to be a little bit concerned here with this one, Bagels, with how it's starting. Is another shot going towards the net, going to be saved away, but Parallax can't touch that one, as that could have been a great opportunity. But they were just throwing the pressure on Bagels just so much in the first couple seconds here.
And again, you mentioned Pygo at the top of the series, and while on offense, he's definitely looked good. Beside that missed ball in game one, and even to start off game one on defense, is a pinch pass coming down. Parallax able to send it away, but we saw at the beginning of game one another good kickoff from Faded, and he got that crazy save off of his own post, and then someone couldn't find contact on, and that's going to put Origin down again and have to try and turn the momentum back the other way once again.
Yeah, and I think definitely for the lower leagues in Prospect, that's kind of a point of emphasis, and that's a reason. Well, that's the difference between good teams and bad teams, is really consistency, and that's how you move up between leagues. Is staying consistent, especially in the Prospect League. You know, we saw a beautiful shot coming in from Cliffs. He sends it in 2-0 there.
Yeah, and another kind of just awkward touch from Lightning God. He sends it. You pre-jumped kind of early on that read, and ultimately just sent it back out to the Faded player. And Jaegers and Pygo were just kind of flat-footed in net, and maybe no boost, indecision on the goal line, but again, another solid 2-0 lead for Faded, this time much earlier in the game. But once again, on the flip side, a lot of time for Origin to come back with 3:30 left.
Definitely a lot of time on their side of things, but Faded, that also gives them a lot of time to maybe pad their lead here and make this a little bit of a different ball game. Is this one is just going to drop in that Pygo going to get the shot on, but no one from Faded really ready for that angle, I guess.
Yeah, interesting 50 coming off, and Parallax and Kairos not quite ready for it. More primarily, Kairos could have found a touch on that one, but either way, it's going to get Origin on the board, maybe getting a little bit of confidence in for Pygo, even though it was a little bit of a sus goal for the Faded defense, but they are going to need that one. And another good kickoff here to start the momentum.
Oh my goodness, Bagels. The Mad Lad actually did it. Squirrel just gifted 24 subs. My goodness, thank you so much, Squirrel. A little bit of insight on that. Earlier today, Squirrel asked me in the donors chat to pick a number 1 through 100, and I said 24. So the man out here gifting 24 subs. Missed opportunity, I guess, but crazy either way. Thank you so much, Squirrel. As this one gonna go off to the side here, Lightning God. I don't really know how to. I'm kind of blown away a little bit by Squirrel right there. So thank you so much again. But for now, let's continue on with this one. Is this ball over to the side? Jaegers on the 50, gonna find that one up. Gonna send it down. Cliffs. I'm gonna stay with it here. This ball pops up high. Lightning God out in the midfield. Ball in the middle now. Parallax looking to take it down. Just sending it off to the side though. This one's sent away to the corner. Jaegers looking to get to that one, but Kairos, he is there just in time. Is Pygo pushing this one away. Faded really keeping all this pressure going here, and they have an opportunity, but Jaegers, he's going to deny that one away, and now looking at counterattack on the offense. Jaegers looking for another touch there. Kairos right of the midfield to Lightning God, who puts it off the crossbar. Follow one more time. Pygo looking for it, but Parallax is there to make the save. That was a close one there. But unfortunately for Origin, not going to be able to get it through here in game number 2. is Faded, holding on strong. Minute 30 remaining in this one. As Lightning God sending it down. Cliffs popping away to the corner. And looking to stay with it, going to send it off to the side. Lightning God can't connect on this one as Parallax is up, looking for the shot toward net. Jaegers has to make the save, and he does. Just over a minute remaining in this one. Origin still hunting for their second goal. Only one goal so far this series, and it was in this game, as Cliffs is taking it up towards the net. A great save from Lightning God, and Pygo is going to save it away. But still, Origin going to have to be looking for some offense. As this one's sent away to the side. Kairos trying to find a touch there. Not going to happen. Cliffs looking for that 50, but he can't connect. And now only 40 seconds remaining. And Origin, they're going to have to come in and try to make something happen. They're going to want a chance in this one and not have to try to pull the reverse sweep. As Pygo, 50 by Kairos. Jaegers has to make a turn on it. Final 20 seconds here. Origin looking to make something happen. Pygo towards the back wall, but Kairos, he's there waiting for it. Lightning God looking for a turn. Shot toward net, and Lightning God snipes it home. A beautiful shot to tie up the ball game. Only 15 seconds remaining. That's a huge shot right there from Lightning God. Able to send that one in. And with only a couple seconds left in this game, next goal, more than likely, will send it home. And could it go a completely different way in this one? It's a crucial last goal to get. As if Faded takes this one, they'll be up 2-0. If Origin gets this one, they'll be tied 1-1. Is this one going towards the net? Cliff's trying to keep it up, but he can't. As we are heading now to overtime here in game number 2. Lightning God to Kairos. Kairos with a nice pop there towards the backboard. Pygo and Jaegers both don't get to it, but Lightning God gonna bail out his teammates. Is a close one there. This one sent down. Cliffs finding the demo on Lightning God, but Kairos, a super awkward ball, and Jaegers right towards the net, but Pygo comes in and sends it home. A beautiful play from Pygo as he sends it home, and he's going to give Origin the Game 2 victory just when they needed it most. The series almost looked out of reach, but Pygo coming back strong in this one as Origin is going to tie this series up in one apiece.
Yeah, looks like I'm going to come in because Bagel's hard DC'd.
He's gone.
I thought he'd come back, but
I did too.
It's big sad, but it's okay. I'm here now. Yeah. I'll take over.
C Money
for now.
C Money, by the way.
If he comes back, I'll give it back. Oh yeah, I'm C Money. Hi, how's it going? I was just here.
That's true, but yeah, I mean, C Money now. I guess you're replacing Bagels. An interesting game. It almost seemed like at the beginning of that game, Faded was going to run away, but right towards the end, Origin made a great comeback and forced it to overtime with only 15 seconds remaining, and then able to win it. I mean, that's huge for the momentum because that series definitely could have got away from them right there.
Yeah, for sure. It definitely was a very nerve-wracking game as they literally left it down to the wire to even send this one to overtime. But, you know, I did say it in chat earlier. I said Jaegers had the clutch gene, but his team has the clutch gene. I was close enough, and I had faith in the boys. They would do it. I'm big rooting for them. I'm sorry. It's not biased, though, because I'm on a different team.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess it's not biased because you're on a different team. We'll put it that way. But regardless, here we're gonna get this one going here for game number 3. As this one sent away to the side. As now Cliffs looking to send this one in. Can't find a touch though there. As Pygo to the corner. Parallax now trying to take this one in. Lightning God and going to clear it away, but right to Cliffs, who's coming in for the shot, but he rings it off the back post. Or back wall, excuse me, as he's trying to get to that one, but Pygo, good speed there, able to send it down. Looking to get this one in the midfield. Lightning God pops it up high. Cliffs, he's up looking for the touch, finds it, but right to a waiting Jaegers, who sends it towards the net. Awkward ball for Parallax. He drops it down. Pygo is coming in looking for the shot, but right at Parallax there. As now Lightning God looking for another one there, but Cliffs makes a save, and C Money. We're almost seeing a different Origin here. Maybe it's a different Origin, maybe it's a different Faded, but the offense from Origin has definitely stepped up a little bit at the end of that last game in the first minute of this one.
Yeah, I think they needed a little kick in the behind there as they really just had to get something going. I think that was really the Kickstarter for them. maybe the first one wasn't enough, but the second one definitely got them going, able to propel them to the overtime lead, and now they're really holding on to a lot of pressure and putting on some pretty good shots. The accuracy is not the greatest, but it's there nonetheless, and eventually you have to think one of these will fall for them, especially with how much pressure they're keeping up.
Yeah, it's almost like a reverse. We saw Faded really keep all the pressure. There's a great pass in the middle. It's going to be Pygo off of Jaeger's car. That was almost a very unfortunate defense, but it's just enough to slot in.
Yeah, and I mean, if you know anything about Jaegers, you know this man's trying to get this offense started quick, and he does that just there as he takes that ball right off the wall real quick after, I believe it was LNT God's touch. Lightning God. I don't know why I keep calling him LNT. But Pygo with a great shot, and Jaegers fortunately gets far enough into the net fast enough to not save it there.
Yeah, that one, it was a really good pass, but Jaeger's kind of just flipped right in front of Pygo, who just sent it into him. They're very fortunate, though, that that ball went in and didn't go Faded's way there. That would have been an unfortunate way to start off this game, but so far they're leading here in game number 3. Both teams looking for a 2-1 series lead as now Pygo's up, taking a shot towards net. Double commit from Parallax and Cliffs. Comes out Pygo with a great pass in midfield, and Jaegers is going to put this one in. The passing play comes out beautifully, and it's a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, it's not something you see every day in prospects unless you got the team chemistry, you got what it takes. And in this situation, I know Jaegers is always online. I can only assume he's online with some of his boys here on Origin, and they prove they got some of the chemistry there. And just the slightest hesitation out of Faded on that play really opened up that net for the passing play.
Is this one now? Faded are really going to have to try to find their offense again. They just seem like they've slowed down, and Origin has been the one that's picked up the pace, picked up the offenses. Now Pygo sending this one off the back wall, dropping straight down to him, and he puts it in. Pygo giving Origin a 3-0 lead here in this one.
Yeah, the amount of offense and speed coming out of Pygo and Jaegers in this one, and they were the two big names you guys brought up early, and now that they're really showing up in this one, we can see what Origin's really made out of and why they have this 7-3 and even the number 2 in power rankings currently.
Yeah, Origin definitely a solid team in prospect. As Cliffs is looking for this one, almost find the double tap. That would have been a wild goal from Cliffs if he could have hit it. He's definitely a mechanical one, as that one is going to be dunked all the way to the net, but Cliffs right on the goal line. I thought that one was in, but Cliffs, a huge play, and that's a crucial one. There's C-Money keeping them in this one. Still down by 3 goals, but if that one would have went in, it could have been the ball game for sure in this game 3.
Yeah, that one could have definitely been demoralizing. You don't want to... I don't want to say a slow roller because it technically wasn't a shot, but not the fastest of balls going in off a big dunk there at the midfield.
Fortunately, Faded was able to get back, and now they're looking to counter here. Cliffs just right towards the defender, and nobody goes for that one. That one just kind of went right through the middle. Maybe miscommunication?
Yeah, the unfortunate double commit. Pygo just now turning around and maybe took too wide of approach there, and I think Lightning God might have thought he had it, but needless to say, it left the middle of the net wide open, and Faded able to break the ice here in game number 3.
Yeah, now Faded there with that goal. Much more doable here in game 3 if they're looking to bring this one back, as they only have to get 2 goals here in the final minute 30. Gives them a lot of time to work with, but they're still going to have to set up relatively quickly. As Parallax popping it by Jaegers, trying to set something up. Lightning God with a nice pop in the midfield, looking to stay with it. He can't find that touch. Cliffs coming through. Sending one down, looking for the demo, trying to find Jaegers, but Jaegers gets right around that one. Parallax back in the midfield. Pygo over the top of one. Got Cliffs to beat. He's taking in the air here. Pygo, what can he do? Cliffs. That's a beautiful save out here from Cliffs. A great jump there. Able to keep his team in it. That one could have been dangerous, but good play there from Cliffs.
Yeah, that one was definitely a tough one to watch if you're a Faded fan. That one almost seemed like it was about to make the deficit even bigger and making it really hard for these last 30 seconds for them to have any chance of a comeback here in game 3.
Yeah, and still the save comes out, but the offense still hasn't been there yet for Faded in this one. As a pass out down in the middle, Pygo looking to find a demo, but Parallax is going to clear it down, and Faded probably have to score in this possession here if they're going to want a chance. Lightning God sends it out, and if he gets a clear here, that might just be enough as it's hopping in the corner. Pygo looking to keep the pressure. It's still up. Faded has a chance, but not anymore as Jaegers sends that one down. Parallax with a savior medal, but it doesn't matter. Origin going to come out here, and they are going to take this game number 3, and now a really nice win for them there, C-Money. Able to get the 2-1 lead and now put themselves on match point. And it really, again, like I said earlier, it almost seems like the two teams have swapped a little bit. It seems like Origin maybe needed that first game to kind of get in their heads a little bit, and almost took the second game as well for them to get their heads in. But they've definitely turned things around and now put themselves on match point.
Yeah, it's definitely wasn't the Origin I was expecting to see start the game, and like you said, maybe they just needed that first one to get the ball rolling. And now here in game 3, they really started out very strong, but in the last 2 minutes there, Faded found some footing up until the last like 15 seconds when they really needed it, but they found some footing and they had a chance to bring it back and really do something. So I'm excited to see this game 4, and as Biscuit likes to say, see if Origin here can get the gentleman's sweep by giving Faded game 1 and then taking the rest of them.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see if they can pull it off here as we head to game number 4 between these two teams, and both of them. It's again, as we talked about on the beginning of the show, it's a crucial game for both teams. Origin, they're sitting at 7-3, and they have a good shot if they can keep winning out to potentially get that number one overall seed, or at least the top seed in the Prospect League East. As Kairos off the backboard looking for the double but can't find it. That would have been a huge way to start out on this one, but Jaeger's coming back down. And then on the other end of things, Faded, they are still in the playoff race and looking to try to bring this one back and stay in that race. Both Faded and Vipers are tied at 5-5. The Wyverns, C-Money's team, you guys are right behind them. So, I know you're probably, I know you're rooting for Origin, but maybe that could be why here is Wyverns are looking to chase for a playoff spot here in the West.
I'm not saying that has something to do with it, but I'm not going to deny it either. But I do like my boy Jaegers. Always had a good relationship with your org for the most part. Some friendly rivalries, minus a few mishaps here and there. But we've always had fun together. Org A versus Org E here.
H.
Or H, whatever. I said E and I knew I said it wrong instantly.
Dragon Energy versus Evolution, as Parallax is going to come in, and that is actually a really good start though for Faded. Exactly what you need to do when you're kind of down in the series, looking to make a comeback.
Yeah, I mean, just an absolute cutoff by Parallax there. Is we had what looked like Jaeger's starting to cheat up like he tends to do occasionally, and whoever was on the ball just gave it away a little too much, and it allowed Parallax to get in there and squeeze that one through, and Pygo couldn't turn around in time.
Yeah, a huge play there if you're Faded, as now they're looking to tie this series up and send us to a game 5, which would always be exciting. Always love to see the content, but they still have 3.5 minutes to go. As this one's sent away to the side and he blocked out. Jaegers trying to get to a touch there, but not going to connect this time. As Pygo blocked away. Jaeger's now looking for something there, but it's going to be cut off by Kairos, who's trying to keep this offensive pressure going like they did in game 1 and most of game 2. Pygo can't connect on this one. As this ball blocked away to the side, Parallax can't make the touch. Jaeger's off the backboard. Could be a shot opportunity, but Lightning God a little bit too slow to that one as Pygo. No boost, but he's going to try to get the 50 anyways. Setting up Jaegers for the shot towards the back post, and he puts it home. Jaegers with an absolute banger from the midfield to tie this ball game up.
Yeah, big read there from Jaegers. Quick on the turnaround, realizes nobody's pushing, and Parallax just a little too far up, and with Cliffs right behind him like that, you can only assume that the guy in front of you is going to at least jump at the ball, and put a little too much faith in his teammate there, as that one went far post.
Parallax now able to make the save. And now Faded going to have to look for an answer here. A nice flick over one. But Pygo's there as the second. Looking to stay with this one. Can't connect. Kairos going to find a touch off to the side. Kairos looking for the bump. Lightning God taking it slow towards the net, but Parallax with a nice save. Tried to find it again, but couldn't. As Cliffs sending this one down. Parallax thought about getting that one, but Lightning God makes a touch, and it's going towards the net there, but he can't connect, and Lightning God gonna follow, and Origin takes their lead.
Yeah, I mean, pretty good read there by Lightning God, and very unfortunate for Kairos, because I probably would have made the same mistake of that coming off the ceiling, just looking like it could potentially go in. You got to jump at it, and he couldn't quite find the touch he needed to send it away, and allowed Lightning God to shoot at a basically open net.
Yeah, and that's one of those really awkward ones. It's super hard to read off the ceiling, pretty much at any rank like that when it's going back towards your net, so you can't blame Kairos for at least jumping at that one. But still, a costly mistake. But can Faded capitalize? No, Parallax. He had the open net trying to go a little bit too fast, but Kairos is coming in trying to make up for his mistake, but not going to connect there. Two huge missed opportunities, but they're right back at it again. Is this one towards the backboard? Jaegers with a great save, but see, Money, Faded, they've got to capitalize on these opportunities that Origin is giving them here if they're going to want a chance in this game.
Yeah, at least two really almost easy opportunities there, and send them just outside the post and couldn't capitalize on it. And that's not what you want to do if you're going up against a team like Origin that will easily counterattack or even just set up for almost permanent offense with how their rotations work.
Yeah, Faded, they have to set up here and they have to make something happen here in the final minute 15 seconds of game number 4. As this ball cut down by Pygo, looking to turn it around. It's out in the midfield. Jaegers trying to race back to it. Gets it by Cliffs. A nice win from him. But Parallax is going to hit it right around him. Is Faded now. Looking to come back in this one. But Pygo sent it down. Cliffs last one back. Jaegers is jumping for it, but couldn't connect. This one pops up high. Lightning, third man, going to jump up for that one, buying his team some time to rotate. But Parallax says, not so fast. Let's take it quick here as he's getting it up, shooting it towards the net. Lightning God has to get back. He can't connect. And Cliffs puts it in, and we have a tie ball game, only 41 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and just like what happened earlier, a ball that's so close to going in and hard to read, you got to make a jump at it. And this time it was not in Origin's favor instead of Faded's, and Lightning God couldn't make a touch off the initial bounce.
And now Faded, a great answer from them. Can they continue that momentum and force the game 5, though? We're going to have to find out, or can Origin find something here as he shoots a shot toward net? Jaegers is coming in. He drops it up high. As Kairos going to connect with Pygo, trying to get out to it. A double commit from Faded. Parallax last man back. Lightning is going to win it through. Can he send in the midfield in time? No, a great block there from Cliffs. As Parallax up once again, looking to make something happen here in the final 10 seconds. Parallax off the backboard. Pygo can't connect. Cliffs is there, but he can't find the shot. As now Faded is diving in, hoping to get this one in regulation. Ball in the midfield, but it's going to touch the ground, and see, Money, we're heading to overtime.
Can't get much more exciting than this. I mean, a game 5 is about the only thing that's going to top it here, but with Origin, with this beautiful setup, unfortunate Lightning God couldn't hit that one, as that was a great setup off kickoff, but they still have the pressure, and it looks like they're getting the boost and they're getting the shots. Now it's just a matter of one of these is going to fall here.
Oh my goodness, Faded to see Money with these saves are coming in hard. Doing exactly what they need to do. Is another one there. Another Savior Medal out for Parallax this time. As both him and Cliffs have a Savior Medal. Kairos, he's sitting with 2 saves himself. So Faded doing everything they can to hold on defense here. And now they're on offense, but Lightning, he's just in the perfect position to save that one away. As Kairos popping this one up high, looking to get another touch, send it towards the net, but Jaegers, he's up to it first. It's Parallax. He's up towards Cliffs, looking for the angle towards net, but Lightning God cuts it off. Kairos coming in. He's denied in the midfield. Parallax trying to get to it. He can't connect. Jaegers going up for this one. Cliffs blocking it across in the midfield. Lightning with a nice pop there, chasing Kairos off of it. Now it leaves Pygo. A 1-on-3 opportunity. What can he do? He's going for the pump there, but not going to connect this time. As Faded holding on to Cliffs now. 1-on-1 opportunity, but Jaegers denies it away. Jaegers still sending it off to the side, looking to stay with it here. Finding a nice touch out in the midfield. Parallax right over the top of the defender. Cliffs and Kairos 2-on-1 opportunity, but Pygo cuts it off. And Jaegers here as he's up there going for this one. See Money. The 2-on-1, 3-on-1 opportunities they're coming out here. Both these teams are really trying to get their offense going, but the defenses are just so solid.
Yeah, the defense is really showing out here as both of these teams are sending all cards at the net when they have the opportunity to. And fortunately for both teams that they're able to get back on defense in time, as this one could be really dangerous, but Parallax able to make the touch away. And yeah, this one's just a crazy back and forth, offensive barrage after offensive barrage.
And you can feel the pressure that these two teams are under. Faded, they only need one goal to force a game 5. But one goal from Origin will win them the series and move them to 8-3 as Pygo is dunked out by Kairos. Lightning God, last man back, awkward ball. It's out in the midfield. Opportunity here, but Faded not going to challenge it early enough. As this one sent out in the midfield, Parallax down to Kairos, who pops it up high. Faded looking to get back on this offense. Kairos blocked away, but right to Cliffs, who sends it back towards the net. Jaeger's awkward ball there. He barely touched it, but Parallax sending it back in. And something else I've noticed, C-Money, is I think both these teams might be a little bit scared here. A lot of times, you just don't see anyone challenging in the midfield, and it slowed the pace way down here.
Yeah, they're definitely... They have the offensive barrages and the offensive pressure, but oh my goodness, Jaeger's with a big flick. Cairo's able to get back in time. It's just a matter of once the save is made, the second or third man is a little hesitant on trying to take the follow-up shot after that, as they don't want to get stuck on offense and give up a goal with a quick counterattack.
And no one wants to make the crucial mistake here, as it might have been made there. Parallax putting it in. A mistake from Origin is going to send us to a game number 5.
Yeah, I did not see that one coming, as usually the backboard defense coming out of Origin has been superb, and after playing so many games with these guys, I was not expecting that to be how Origin got scored on, if they were in fact the ones to get scored on in that overtime.
Yeah, tough mistake there, and wow, I'm just looking at these saves right here from both sides, and that is probably the most surprising stat here. Origin, 1 save in that entire game. 1 save from them. They had 13 shots. Faded, 9 saves. So 1 save on Origin's end, 9 saves on Faded's end. And it looks like this one, C-Money, defense prevailed over the offense. And Faded now got to be feeling good here heading into game number 5.
Yeah, Faded's definitely got to feel really good after giving up 2 in a row. That's a big momentum shift with that win there. And I'd like to note that this is probably the first time I've been to Champions Field in like 3 streams now. Feels like it's been a minute. Unless I forgot on one. I probably did.
And that could be it too. But it always is good to get back to Champions Field, the home of Game 5s and potentially Game 7s when we get to the playoffs here. But it all comes down to this. Origin looking to improve to 8-3. Faded looking to get to 6-5 with this one. It's been a back and forth series so far, like C-Money alluded to, with Faded winning the first game, nearly winning the second game too. But Origin, a great battle back. It would have wins game 2 and game 3. Is this one sent towards that Parallax with a huge save? And then you guys just saw game 4, Faded able to come back in this one. And now, C-Money, we're on to game 5, where, again, I'll bring this up every time, but whoever scores first is got to be feeling good and is going to have a lot of momentum on their side. So both these teams going to be fighting hard to get this first one.
Yeah, and I'm going to be looking for, Pygo and Jaegers here. They were the big names in game number 3 for sure, and maybe a little LNT Lightning God, as he was a big part of their win in game number 2. So that's who I'm looking for, and it might be a little biased because yes, I want the easier road to playoffs, but that's a topic for later.
And that one right there, a huge play from Cliffs on the goal line. Pygo just wiped out 2 defenders, and Cliffs just stood there like a brick wall, caught the ball and flicked it out. A huge defensive play, and you can see the defense from Faded has been paying off so far. But can they once again convert it to offense? That is yet to be seen here in game 5. Is this one at the corner? Jaeger's blocking it out. Cliffs waiting in the midfield, going to find a touch, but bumped off a bit by Jaeger's. Lightning sends it up high, looking for Jaegers, who's trying to get to the pre-jump on it. Lightning God looking for the flick, but to be sent back. Pygo has to race back towards the net. Dangerous ball. But fortunately, just good enough on the rotations. As he's going to find the dunk, Kairos in a super awkward position. Nobody there from Origin to follow up. As now Lightning trying to make it happen, but again, nobody wanting to commit on that one. See money, and that one was one of the balls for Origin where you just got to go for it and try to make something happen in this game 5.
Yeah, I mean, with 3 minutes left and plenty of and no score differential, there we go. That's what I was looking for. You gotta commit. You gotta get something started, and if your team goes down, then I guess that's what happens. But if you're too afraid to start something, then it's really going to be up to the other team to either give you a goal or start their offense instead.
And really, you'd think these teams would have to be selling it out here, trying to make this offense happen, but could we see a scoreless game 5 all the way down in the wire? I have yet to see it in my career here, as this one is blocked out in the midfield. Lightning has to get back to it, but be careful there as he sends it down. 2 minutes remaining. Neither team able to get on the scoreboard in game 5. As Kairos to the corner, looking to stay with this one. Pygo trying to find the 50. Kairos, no boost. Looking to fake it by one, but Jaeger's able to get the clear. He's going to leave that one as well as Cliffs off the backboard. Opportunity here. Parallax towards the net, but Pygo is waiting for it. Now counterattack opportunity, but Kairos shutting it down in the midfield. As Pygo out in the midfield again. Jaeger's turning on that one, sending it a long way, but it's a little bit wide. That's a nice touch from Kairos, able to send it down. He's looking to stay with this one. Popped up in midfield. Pygo has the net to shoot at, but goes a little bit high. Parallax was waiting. Jaeger's with the net, but he can't connect either. And 2 huge missed opportunities from Origin. They had the net there, and now Faded is coming back hard.
Yeah, that's just super unfortunate for Origin. And I don't want to jinx something, but that's exactly what ended up happening to them in game 1, was just an plague of accuracy that cost them the first game. But I'm excited to see what's going to happen here, as we only have 1 minute left and both teams have been evenly matched so far in this one, with a lot of offense and defensive pressure coming from both of them.
Yeah, both these teams sitting at 3 shots. Origin 3 saves, Faded 2 saves. Pretty much about as even as you can get here in a game number 5. And on top of that, we are scoreless at 0-0. It's looking like 1 goal will make the difference, as Lightning got a huge save away. But the double commit came out as Lightning, he sends it down, has an opportunity here. Can he put it in? No, he can't. He puts it wide. Another missed opportunity. As this one out of the midfield, Jaegers with the 50, but Parallax can't get to it, and Jaegers puts it home on the goal line, about as close as it gets.
I mean, in this situation, I can't do anything else except he's 700 pounds. That man just absolutely rolled the ball in what looked like 2 faded defenders straight into net there, as I'm pretty sure 2 people jumped at that, and neither of them could stop Jaegers on that one.
Yeah, Parallax, he tried to get to it. He had to get to it because that one looked like it was rolling in. But now, can they find an answer here in the last seconds? As this one towards the net, Faded has to find a goal to force overtime here. 10 seconds remaining in game 5. Kairos gonna have to try to get to this one, but Lightning God keeping it in. Pygo just looking to keep the pressure up, happy to waste all the time away. Is now Faded, gonna have to take it the length of the pitch. A great pop, sending it up high here. Parallax towards the backboard, but a huge clear comes out. And can they get back to it? No, they cannot, and Origin is gonna win the game off that beautiful clear. And wow, what an intense game 5 all the way to the end, and Origin holds on to win.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I'm sweating a little bit from that one. Because, I mean, I know as the GM, you definitely wanted to see Origin hold on there and not risk the overtime. And as a man that wants to make playoffs, I needed Faded to get bumped down a little bit. So I appreciated Origin. Now I can be a little biased that it's over.
Hey, there you go. Origin able to pull it off. Yeah, I was definitely sweating, but I mean, I just really enjoy the content whenever it gets that intense, and all the better, of course, if one of my teams in my org wins. But still, I mean, Faded, I mean, with a new roster, you're gonna have to watch out. I think definitely in that Western Conference, I think a lot of teams are gonna be on note after watching that series with Faded there. They played a really good game and almost took down Origin there, and seemed really dominant at times. So I wouldn't be surprised if Faded is coming back around, and I definitely wouldn't be surprised if we're hearing more from them as the playoff race heats up in that Western Conference. But again, a great series from both teams. Origin improving to 8-3, Faded dropping to 5-6 on the season, but still a long way to go. 7 games left in the season, so a lot of time to battle back and stay in that race here. So again, congrats to Origin, and that's gonna wrap it up for this series. But we have one more for the night. So make sure you guys stick around for that. And actually, I was wanted to give one more shout out again to Squirrel for the 24 gifted, and another huge shout out. This man doesn't stop. This man has been a huge supporter of Nemesis this season. He's just I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about this guy. But Poseidon has donated another $100 for this season to be used to wherever we need to fit it. But Poseidon again, another huge donation from him. The man is an absolute legend. So please give some love to Poseidon and to Squirrel. Both of them super generous, super kind. It means a lot, you guys, to support Nemesis, and it means a lot for everybody watching as well to keep supporting us. So thank you guys. It truly means a lot. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's incredible. Much appreciated for sure, guys.
But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this series. But we got one more series, and hopefully it lives up to the hype of this one. And it should be another good one as we have a battle of two playoff contenders: Blaze at 4-6 and Vortex at 5-5, both fighting around that 5-6 seed. If the season ended today, they'd actually be playing in the playoffs against each other. So could potentially be a playoff preview. You'd not want to miss it. So stay tuned.